Yeah, just the quickest carbs, avoiding the liver, straight into where you want it.
Pretty crazy. So Dave, you obviously did really well out there. Let's see how the last heat goes. Do you have any clues how the first heat was?
First heat, top time was 24:40 something, I think.
And your score?
22:46.64.
Wow. And you were second in your heat, so it's pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
Guy beat me, Yellow Hoster, big boy. I think his time is probably going to hold. Yeah.
So how have you been practicing and approaching the rope pulls at home before this event?
So, start the interview after, now full of it. So we tried to, at first when the event came out, we went quite heavy, but specifically like hand over hand as it's called. So not much using the legs just in case that was a standard they put in a little bit. And then as the semi-finals proceeded, we kind of could see how athletes were pulling the rope and then have a better understanding of how heavy it was and then make our practice more accurate. One of the things that we did, which was Emma's idea, which is a brilliant idea and I'm very happy we did it, was when practicing the event in intervals, to make the sled progressively heavier and heavier each round. Right. So that, and to the point where on the last round after the ski, we loaded it up so much that we could barely move it.
Wow.
To get so that we were familiar with that feeling when it gets to the event, when you have the same feeling. So then when we came here today, I know she had it on hers and I definitely felt it on mine, that we expected it to be much heavier. So when we came off the ski, we could just tear it, and it was.
So have you loaded it up to a point where you're actually like ripping the floor out?
Yeah, well, loading up to the point where you when you pull, you're moving, like your feet are sliding, and you have to figure out, okay, how do I get the sled to move and not me?
And what have you determined what weight that is? So you have like you know your gym's limit.
Your limit, yeah. I think we were using a sled that was like a regular sled, but the floor was quite similar to here. I think I had it on like 145, 150.
Yeah.
And then that really gets you to figure out, like, okay, how do I move it when it's far away, and how does that change as it gets closer?
I think in our gym it's like 170 is the limit. You can't pull heavier because you're gonna rip the floor out. So yeah, I've tested it. So how do you feel going into the next event?
Yeah, good. Just reset now. That event's done. It's finished, the way out the window.
Do you have like a mental, like a vision of where you're projecting yourself, your performance in the next event? What are you aiming for?
I don't, in terms of...
Not in terms of absolutes, but in terms of like, not relatives either, but in terms of what you can do to impact the outcome.
So the muscle-up complex unbroken.
Right.
The focus for me on the pistols is the accuracy more than the speed. Usually if I focus on the accuracy of the pistols, then the speed, they are faster overall. And then on the burpees, we've practiced, we haven't got the exact boxes they have here, but I've built a contraption that simulates the same length and height of the box. So we're familiar with the footwork and the pacing on that, and I'm relatively confident that on what I can hold per round.
Cool. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah.